Yes, friends, one more day of opportunity given with the Lord. Let us encash in trying to fully apply all our faculties in this pursuit of studying Shastras. Through that, trying to know what should be the ultimate goal of life, how to reach out to it, even though it is not as easy as it is said to our present status of mind intellect, yet there is always never a wrong and ever a correct if we try. Trying is never wrong. So, to be able to understand the lofty Upanishads and the meanings in their explanation and lifting our intellect to that level, not an easy task because our minds, intellects are throughout the day filled with the mundane routine things. More than that, beyond that, means beyond the Shabda Sparsha Rupa Gandha, beyond the Upadhi Yukta Jivanam, to be able to listen and think and understand about something subtler, something divine, something alaukika is not easy at all. All these laukika, when we keep aside for some decades or even lives, that we will be able to comprehend that subtle one. So all those vigorous exercises we are not doing. Therefore, it may not be so easy for us to enter into the crystal clear understanding of the Upanishadic mantras to the extent of inspiring us to take up sadhana wholeheartedly, completely. And yet, even if this listening is not done, we will always be kept away from this great treasure of Upanishadic Brahma Vidya. So that is why we are every day struggling to come, sit, talk, listen. And then with our ardent prayers to God Guru, when our chittas become more purified, more subtler, then we can understand the meanings and the relation of that meaning to our life. Only after that we involve in doing them. And only when we start doing those sadhanas, we are called as sadhakas. So let us that way, through understanding, by becoming sadhaka, while doing sadhana, reach to that siddhi. So let's have all our 6, 7, 8 classes. First one, our Veda Mantra Ucharana. Start. Om Namo Brahmane Namo Astvagnaye Namah Pruthivyai Namah Oshadhibhyah Namo Vache Namo Vachaspataye Namo Vishnave Bruhate Karomi Om Shanti 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 Om Namo Brahmane Namo Astvagnaye Namah Pruthivyai Namah Oshadhibhyah Namo Vache Namo Vachaspataye Namo विष्णवे बृहते करोमि ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मणे नमो अस्त्वग्नये नमः पृथिव्यै नम ओषधीभ्यः नमो वाचे नमो वाचस्पतये नमो विष्णवे बृहते करोमि ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मणे नमो अस्त्वग्नये नमः पृथिव्यै नम ओषधीभ्यः नमो वाचे नमो वाचस्पतये नमो विष्णवे बृहते करोमि ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मणे नमो अस्त्वग्नये नमः पृथिव्यै नम ओषधीभ्यः नमो वाचे नमो वाचस्पतये नमो विष्णवे बृहते करोमि ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मणे नमो अस्त्वग्नये नमः पृथिव्यै नम ओषधीभ्यः नमो वाचे नमो वाचस्पतये नमो विष्णवे बृहते करोमि ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मणे नमो अस्त्वग्नये नमः पृथिव्यै नम ओषधीभ्यः नमो वाचे नमो वाचस्पतये नमो विष्णवे बृहते करोमि ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मणे नमो अस्त्वग्नये नमः पृथिव्यै नम ओषधीभ्यः नमो वाचे नमो वाचस्पतये नमो विष्णवे बृहते करोमि ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ नमो ब्रह्मणे नमो अस्त्वग्नये नमः पृथिव्यै नमः ओषधीभ्यः नमो वाचे नमो वाचस्पतये नमो विष्णवे बृहते करोमि। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ नमो ब्रह्मणे नमो अस्त्वग्नये नमः पृथिव्यै नमः ओषधीभ्यः नमो वाचे नमो वाचस्पतये नमो विष्णवे बृहते करोमि। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ नमो ब्रह्मणे नमो अस्त्वग्नये नमः पृथिव्यै नमः ओषधीभ्यः नमो वाचे नमो वाचस्पतये नमो विष्णवे बृहते करोमि। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ ॐ ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ॐ निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषये भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। ॐ शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ करुणावरुणालय पालय मां भवसागरदुःखविदूनहृतं रचयाखिलदर्शनतत्त्वविदं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्। ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। ॐ परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। श्रीवेदव्यासवैशम्पायन याज्ञवल्क्य आद्यशङ्करादिगुरुभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव अनुभवसिद्ध्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकसंस्कृतेः हैन्दवसंस्कृतेः समस्तशास्त्राणां समस्त आध्यात्मिकपथानां च समस्त अवताराणां च पुनरुत्थान पुनर्जागरणविश्वव्याप्तिद्वारा समस्त विश्व आध्यात्मिकप्रगतिद्वारा विश्वशान्तिकल्याणैकता प्राप्त्यर्थं तत्कृतकङ्कणबद्धसमस्तसाधकानां विघ्नशत्रुनिर्मूलनद्वारा शक्तिसाधना सम्पदावाप्तिद्वारा धर्मसंस्थापनकार्ये दिग्विजयार्थं श्री कृष्णयजुर्वेदान्तर्गत तैत्तिरीय उपनिषदः पारायणम् आद्यशङ्करभाष्यसमेत अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ॐ यस्मात् जातं जगत्सर्वं यस्मिन्नेव प्रणीयते येनेदं धार्यते चैव तस्मै ज्ञानात्मने नमः। यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। तैत्तिरीयकसारस्य मयाचार्यप्रसादतः विस्पष्टार्थरचीनां हि व्याख्येयं सम्प्रणीयते। ॐ शान्तिमन्त्रः। ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः। नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मावादिशं ऋतमवादिशं सत्यमवादिशं तन्मामावीत तद्वक्तारमावीत आवीन्माम् आवीद्वक्तारम्। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ अथ द्वितीया ब्रह्मानन्दवल्ली सप्तमोऽनुवाकः। ॐ असद्वा इदमग्र आसीत् ततो वै सदजायत तदात्मानग्रः स्वयमकुरुत तस्मात् तत्सुकृतमुच्यत इति यद्वै तत्सुकृतं रसो वै सः रसगह्येवायं लब्ध्वानन्दी भवति को ह्येवान्यात् कः प्राण्यात् यदेष आकाश आनन्दो न स्यात् एष ह्येवानन्दयाति यदा ह्येवैष एतस्मिन् दृश्येनात्म्ये निरुक्ते निलयने अभयं प्रतिष्ठां विन्दते अथ सोऽभयं गतो भवति यदा हि वैष एतस्मिन्नुदरमन्तरं कुरुते अथ तस्य भयं भवति तत्त्वेव भयं विदुषो मन्वानस्य तदप्येष श्लोको भवति ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Friends, mantra ucharana, mantras pratipada artha, then mantras deeper indicative meaning. Completely when we understand, then we are doing the adhyatmika adhyanam. That understanding, when it is practiced, it is called as sadhana. When the anubhuti comes, it is called as siddhi. So from the mere word meaning to the deeper meaning, if we have to enter, we have to take the guidance. And there cannot be any greater guidance than that of our own Bhagavan Sri Adi Shankara's Bhashyam. So with the Bhashyam, we are studying the Upanishad. So Taittiriya we are in this out of 3 Vallis, we are in the second Brahmananda Valli. In that also in the 7th Anuvakam, we are seeing each of the sentence, how important it is from the spiritual understanding and sadhana standpoint. Then we have now seen one by one sentences, each of them so crucial. Asadva idamagrasi tato vai sadajayata tadatmanagga swayam akuruta. These knowledges, if we are very strongly rooted in, all our samsara just erased from our life. If this knowledge is strongly rooted in. For that, listening, the reflection, the contemplation is required, which is very subjective. Whoever wants to do can do. Whoever does it, they get the clarity of knowledge. Those who get the knowledge slowly, the ignorance created samsara slowly gets oozed away. Visarana and avasadhana happens of it. Then tasma tat sukrutam uchyata iti yadvai tat sukrutam raso vai saha. So raso vai saha is important. The Brahma alone is rasa for the Brahmagnani, where the rasa utpanna, trupti and ananda, they are enjoying like all of us, who also are trupti ananda because of rasa, but the rasa karana for us is the outer objects. Even though finally all those outer objects also have come from the Brahman. So we are experiencing rasa, trupti ananda through the medium of the upadhi. The Brahmagnanis are directly enjoying it. It's like going to that honey pot or whatever, just behind, just opening the mouth and drinking the honey directly. Not somebody has brought it and then some mixture is done in it and bottled we buy and put it in the spoon and with the finger we lick it. Not such a long, lengthy process. Direct from the we have the honey in the mouth. The Brahmagnanis have Brahma Rasa Aswadana like that. Therefore, they are in Ananda and Trupti. That indicates they are in there is a rasa, and they don't have any other object. They have only Brahmagnana. Therefore, the Brahman alone must be the Karana of the Trupti Ananda, called as rasa for them. Therefore, he is the rasa Swarupa, the Brahman. Therefore, Brahman is there. Then rasagga hevayam labdva anandi bhavati. With directly for Brahmagnanis or indirectly for the samsaris, the Ananda is because of the rasa praptiya Brahma only. Then the life is also impossible without that Brahma Ananda in the Hridaya. Ko hevanyat kapranyat yadesha akasha ananda nasyat. Final conclusion is Esha hi eva anandayati anandayati. So whether Brahmagnani or Samsari, he is the one Brahman whose presence gives Ananda. He is the one giver of Ananda. So therefore what we are seeking is Brahman only, because he alone is Ananda Swarupa. Why not seek him directly in our own cave of heart? That's the only point the Shruti Mata brings to our notice. Why you go beating around the bush in a long manner to find where is your nose? Aisa bol do, Uma ke kyo batate ho? So to you want Ananda, it's in Brahma Swarupa, get it. Why are you going to the Vishayas and getting the reflected second grade happiness, polluted one, contaminated one, conditional one, perishable. That is what Shruti Mata's main shout. Now, then comes now the most important discussion. Yada hi eva eshaha etasmin adrushye anatme anirukte anilayane abhayam pratishtam vindate. Abhayam pratishtam is Shruti, abhayam pratishtam vindate. Ata saha bhayangatah bhavati, abhayangatah bhavati. Yada hi eva esha etasmin utaramantram kurute, ata tasya bhayam bhavati. Tattu eva vayam vidusha amanvanasya, or yes, tadapyesha shloka bhavati. These are the three crucial sentences we have to deeply understand. One is yada hi eva esha etasmin adrushya anatma anirukta anilne abhayam pratishtam vindate. So what is abhayam pratishtam? Ki abhayam iti va lingantaram parinamyate kriya visheshanam. Pratishtam means sthitim, means atma bhavam vindate labate. So now we have the Atma Bhava with Aham Vritti. We have the Atma Bhava with the Jiva. We have the Atma Bhava with the Panchakoshas. When this Aham Asmi iti Atma Bhava, when we lift from these upadhis and put that Atma Bhava of ours in that Adrushya Anatma Anirukta Anilayana Paramatma. That is the meaning of Yadahi Eva Abhayam Pratishtam Vindate. When he discovers his oneness, the Pratishta means here the oneness. With this Brahman or Atman, which has got these four gunas said here, four lakshanas, atasaha bhayangatah bhavati, or abhayangatah bhavati, he becomes fearless. This is what is the crucial discussion we have to do. Other than that, all of us are in fear. Fear is equal to misery is equal to samsara. So adrushye. Adrushye means what? The one who is vikara rahita. Because we have seen Bhashyakara explain to us. अदृश्य से पहले दृश्य को समझो. दृश्यम is that which is seen by us, and anything seen is vikari. Anything vikari is seen. Therefore, if his drishya is vikara, then adrushya must be avikara, unmodifiable. Therefore, adrushya immediately we should understand to be that vastu which is vikara rahita, as it is always non-modifiable. Okay, adrushya. Second, anatmiye. Anatmiya means the one which is not having the upadhis. Which upadhis? Which we have discussed earlier. Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya Rupi, Pancha Kosha, which are not there in that Paramatma. That is the meaning of Anatmi. Then Anirukte, because of these two reasons, which cannot be spoken by the mouth, spoken by the mind, or they felt by the mind, intellectually also cannot be conceptualized. So by Vaikari or Para or Madhyama or Pashanti, by all the three Vanis, it cannot be comprehended. That is why Aniruktata of that Brahman. Finally, Anilayanam means he has not got any support. He need not have any support. He is all pervading, not some specific place he needs a Nilayanam for its support. We all need a Nilayanam, a house, but this body, for protecting it from the rain or the winters or any of the hot summers. The Shaririko. Now, this Brahman, which is not that way, limited by anything and not having any of the Upadhi like aspects or property, it doesn't need any of the Nilayanam. Therefore, it's not Nilayana Yukta, means it's not housed anywhere. The housing is a conditioning again. So, that way, it has got not any housed conditioning. So that is the meaning of Adrushya, Anatmya, Anirukta, Anilayana. In that Brahman, Abhayam Pratishtam. Abhayam Pratishtam. Vindate. Means what? When he becomes one with that. Ata Saha Abhayam Gataha Bhavati. Then he becomes freed from all the fears. Conversely, when he doesn't get into it, he will have the misery. That will be the next line anyway. So that is where we have to study from the Bhashyam. वन लाइन वी हैव एक्सप्लेन जस्ट नाउ. कंटिन्यू करते हैं उसको कि प्रतिष्ठा मीन्स स्थिति मीन्स आत्मभावम विन्दते लभते. Okay, by rejecting our atmabhavam from the drisya padartha, from the panchakoshas, from any of the nameable, formable qualities? Is it not? When we do this rejection, Vyatireka, then we can do through the Anvaya our identity with that Brahmavastu. Is it not? Now Brahmavastu Satyam Jnanam Anantam should be thoroughly understood. Point 1. Point 2, all these upadhis have to be thoroughly understood. 3, we are in fact that Brahma Vastu, not these upadhis. All these upadhis के लिए हम सिर्फ साक्षी मात्र है. In this way, for years together, the known theoretical knowledge, when it is applied on the seat of meditation, then slowly the rejection of identity with the upadhis होते हुए, the identity with the Brahman, consciously when we do, it will happen. When it happens completely, then what will be the result? Shruti Mata says, Atasaha abhayangatah bhavati. Once for all is freed from all the fear of death, deception, misery, or any other sort of bhayam, because of which there is dukkha, that is avoided. Okay. Atha tada saha tasmin. Now listen. Nanatvasya bhayahetoho avidyakrutasya adarshana. When one is in Brahma Anubhuti, Brahman being reality, it is only in the ignorance of Brahman, called as avidya, that the nanatva is created, and in the nanatva or the dvaita alone is bhayar. Therefore, the fear ke karan nanatva, nanatva ke karan avidya is not there. Therefore, there is no fear. अत तदा सह तस्मिन् नानात्वस्य भयहेतोः अविद्याकृतस्य अदर्शनात्. नानात्वस्य अदर्शनात्. भयहेतोः नानात्वस्य दर्शनात्. Then अविद्याकृतस्य भयहेतोः नानात्वस्य अदर्शनात्. नहीं होने के कारण. When we establish in Brahman, we are in avidya, Brahma Vidya. It is avidya of the Brahman which is the creator of the bhaya because of the creation of the nanatva. Therefore, there is no nanatva which is a cause of bhaya. Therefore, there is no bhaya at all. Therefore, abhayangatah bhavati. Therefore, even sapne may be, or even our vyavahara, wherever, for whatever the reason, let us not maintain distance from the Paramatma even little. We have to always have the oneness with the Paramatma. It is the avidya of Brahman which creates the multitude. When the multitude or manyness is created, mainly the manyness is these three: I am and the Jagat in front of me and the Lord. In this creation of it, what happens to me is what I am always conditioned by these two, the most difficult or most problematic samsara creating notions. Brahman is one without second. When that Brahman one without second is not experienced, called as avidya, from that the avidyaka effect say these three are created or imagined. One is Ishvara, second is the Jagat, third is me. Now this me, because he is other than the Brahman being infinite, he finds that finitude. Then this finitude, remember, it has to become infinite. Therefore, it gets the desire. And unfortunately, in front of this jiva, from the Brahma avidya only, the created Jagat is there. They were looking at that Jagat. Always he is in the desire of the world. Therefore, the Brahma avidya, not knowing that I am Brahman, what it does first is it creates the triputi of Ishvara, Jiva, Jagat. Ishvara, Jagat, Jiva. Second, what it does, it makes the Jiva feel the limitations. Third, it makes the Jiva feel the desire to become unlimited. Then the Jagat is in front of this Jiva. It is the delusion and notion. If I get that world, then I will become infinite. In this way, this Jiva continuously gets desires for the world. Therefore, this avidya kruta nanatva is the creator of the kamana in the Jiva at the first instance. Once the kamana comes, we all know We do the kamya karma, and for the sake of that phala prapti, we have to go to different yonis, different conditions, and different limitations and samsara. Second point, the same jiva, when he is doing it, karma phaladata Ishwar hai, will he give the phala to me or not? And while trying to get the things of the world, many times I transgressed the correct way of getting the results, the dharma, ityadi. Therefore, that Ishvara, who is greater, all powerful than me, who is the Anushasitaraha, who is the ruler, governor, controller, punisher, he will punish me continuously, constantly. There'll be fear from that God. Therefore, जाओ मंदिर को मत्था टेको, फिर पूजा करो, दक्षिणा चढ़ाओ, उनके नाम पे ये करो, वो करो. This pathetic life as a jiva of fear to the God. It is also misery only, fear from the Lord. भगवान से भय, जगत के प्रति कामनाएं. So as long as any jiva has got the fear and desire, he is in samsara. Think about it. When I discover, therefore, my oneness with the Jagat and Brahman, then the desire for the Jagat goes away. Because when I discover everything is my own self, I will not have desire for me. So too, the what is said here, the second thing, when I discover my oneness with that Ishvara, one, as already it was said in the Sambandha Bhashyam, it is from the other only there is Bhaya, from the one there is no Bhaya. Therefore, there is no problem with the Jagat staying there. There is no problem with the Ishvara staying there. There is no problem with me staying as an individual. Where is the problem? Not knowing the one common substratum called as Brahman. Then, thereafter, taking these three as a real, the separation between them as real. Thereafter, as a jiva, desiring the world, as a jiva, getting frightened because of the God. This is the cause of samsara. So therefore, Jagat is not cause of the samsara. In the Jagat, the notion of reality given to the sense of otherness is the samsara. Therefore, the remove that sense of otherness, discover one substratum Brahman behind all of them, then be free from the desire, be free from the bhaya, and then live in this world, the same world, without bhaya or without kamana, in this world, in the bliss and beatitude that everything me and a play is going on, a lila is going on, or given the faculties, given a work is being conducted, or other plans are executed for no any of the specific desire named purpose. That's called a Jivan Mukti. Then the crucial point is what? As long as we maintain our otherness with that Paramatma or Parabrahma, so long we are going to have fear. As long as we are maintaining the difference distance from the Jagat, so long we are going to have desire. So when we are Bhaya Hataha, Kama Hataha, Nitya Nirantara, we are Dukhi only. Therefore, Abhayaha Akami is the only one who is free from the dukkha called as samsara. And all that is possible only in the Brahma Anubhuti. Aham Brahmasmi Anam. Remaining separate from Brahma, Parabrahma, even if he become the Prajapati, the Brahmadeva, the Indradi, still there is a limitation in himself as individual. There is a world other than him, and there is a Paramatma apart from whom is he. मैं भगवान से अलग हूं और जगत मेरे से हटकर है. मैं एक अपने आप में एक लिमिटेड इंडिविजुअलिटी हूं. No, be cool about it. These topics, be very calm. We are trying to trace the reason of all our struggles, all our runnings around, all our disappointment, dejection, even though we get what we desire. This is the most crucial thing, very sublime thing. Those who catch this portion of this particular Upanishad, they have got the crux. But you have to remember that knowledge. Then we have to practice that knowledge by eliminating all the Dvaita, all the differences, establishing in oneness with the Brahman. And if this oneness with Brahman is not possible, the Shruti would have not told her. Shruti Mata. अब माता जी कह रही है, मतलब ये possible है, and you have to make it possible. So यदा हि एव एषः एतस्मिन् ब्रह्मणि अभयां प्रतिष्ठां विन्दते अथ तस्य Atasaha abhayam gata bhavati. Then there is no fear, there is no misery, there is no samsara. Because the Brahman is infinite, I am that. Brahman is real, eternal, I am that. Brahman is pure consciousness, I am that. Brahman is birthless, modificationless, changeless, deathless, therefore I am also so. Brahman has no other thing to frighten it. I am in that Ekameva Dvayam, nothing to frighten me. That Anubhuti. Right now, the imagined upadhis we are identified with and playing suffering, the imaginary sufferings only, uncalled for sufferings. One can maintain this for millions of eons or lives. One can in this very life decide and try and come out of the clutches of this upadhi and become one with that Brahman. Discover our identity with Brahman. Then fearless. How dare anything can frighten us? I am that Brahman. For all the reasons. Brahman is Janma Rahita, Jara Rahita, Roga Rahita, then that modification Rahita, Mrityu Rahita. That is one way. Second is what? Brahman is a substratum of everything. And the substratum, the things are superimposed. Superimposed cannot touch the substratum even little. The snake which is superimposed on the rope cannot touch the rope. The dream, suppose superimposed on the waking mind, cannot touch the waking mind. It just came, played, and went away. I am the substratum. The whole world is superimposed. That cannot touch me. There is nothing. Janma, Jara, Mrityu, they are not to me. They are to the Upadhis. Even to the Upadhi bhi Mrityu nahi. Jiva to is an unreality, is only a mere imagination. So uska Mrityu ka to zikr hi nahi. The Sharira Adi came from Panchamahabhuta. Going back, to uska bhi Mrityu nahi. Atma is Amarana, Amrityu. So where is Amrityu? It's only a myth. Mrityu is a myth. There is no possibility of Mrityu. Either as Deha, as Jiva or as even Paramatma. When Mrityu hai hi nahi कि डर किधर का है. If you can crack this particular, let us say, puzzle, the Mrityu possibility, first of all, we live life at three levels. As a Brahmanatman or as Jiva or as Deha. As a Brahman, it is immortal. As a Jiva, is unreal. As a Panchamahabhuta made Deha, it goes back anyway, continuously it's happening. If we can drop the thought that Mrityu is reality, immediately the fear of the Mrityu goes away. At the same time, identifying ourselves as Brahman, eternal, changeless, then the fear goes away completely. That life of fearlessness is the worth living life. On the other hand, identify the body all the time frightened with this desire, that disease, that old age, that death. Identify with pranamaya kosha, the always fear of hunger and thirst. Who will give me the food? Will I get the quantity, quality I want? With the manomaya kosha, always shoka, always seeking somebody's sympathy, somebody's, the help, somebody's kindness, compassion. What a pathetic, stupid life it is at the mind level. Never allow that to happen. You love others if possible. Others drop it. If anybody even little love they gives, immediately say thank you and clear the debt, sir. Don't become a beggar in front of the world. Love me, give me this, give me that. That's the most pathetic life. It's not a sadhaka's life at all. Sadhaka cannot be a bhikshuka. Bhikshu means not a sannyasi ka alag bhiksha hai. What was he just what Lord gives. He want to eat that, therefore he does bhiksha. I'm just telling in our general parlance, asking anything from anyone is bhikmanga hai. Kahe ko? You are that Brahman, we are that reality. At the mind level, always moha that the people are real, they have to give me this or that. You yourself body is not real, yourself jiva is not real. How are you giving reality to those people? Then how are you giving relation to that? All is meaningless it is, and you expect from it. And they don't accept you like that. They don't have that type of feeling in you, in them for you. They have busyness in some other thing. They are also expecting like you. Then the disappointment comes, you go on becoming misery. Just observe in your own domestic life. Your husband, let us say your wife, or your wife or husband, कैसे मानसिक स्तर पर संसार बनता है. You are something. That something what you are, you don't know. And your husband or wife is something. That also you don't know. Exactly what it we don't know. But we establish a relation through the wife husband. Then she should take care of me. He thinks he should take care of me. She thinks that in that expectation, they're only binding each other, depending on each other. The duty orientation, the alertness, the kindness, if these qualities are there, then without the concept of wife or husband, they help each other. We are staying together. Whoever is ready, they will do for others. There's nothing that if you are wife, therefore you only have to make coffee or tea. Then that is the beginning of samsara. Whoever gets up early, he makes. Coffee should be had by both of you. Is it not? Like that, if that relation is there, it's okay. But if it is not there, always मैं उनकी पत्नी हूँ, so he should take care of me. And he also thinks, oh, I'm the husband, then she should inquire about me. And the whole mind is in that only, life in that. Everywhere it is, if you are not alert. Even in an ashram, a guru shishya. If the guru is not highly matured, in that maturity, he knows he is Brahman, and the disciple who has come also is Brahman for his sake. But now he has come as a sadhaka. My job is to give him the guidance regarding knowledge. If only to that relation that guru sticks, more than that, if doesn't value the disciple and expect anything extra from him, he is liberated. Else, I am the guru, he is disciple, he is supposed to do this or that. Disciple is such a lazy fellow. He never considers you only as guru, like I see. But I am called as Swami, but they don't know the meaning of what is the meaning of Swami. Swami means to be respected, to be revered, should be taken care of. These ideas are not there. Only namesake Swami, but inside only, as a other Admi, only they look at. So to the disciple, you know, instead of knowing that he is there to surrender, learn from the Guru, he also a specific authority he tries to exhibit there. Then it becomes a big, big samsara. All that is drama, what we are saying for the last 7 8 minutes is in the mind. That all will go away or should go away in the discovery of our identity with him. When I will identify with him, he alone is everywhere. When that vision comes, what is minimum required for the vivahara, that is done at that moment. Neither 1 second into the past, nor 1 second into the future, nor even little chance given for the mind, even to think something, imagine something, project something. That dignified life is called as spirituality. But now you will see our minds from last years together, whatever we've gone through, all of that have become very strong impressions, and they continuously come as thoughts and emotions. Based on that, we make the relations, maintain the relations, try to eke out what we want from those relations. Every moment that never happens, therefore disappointments and dejections. And once in a while when it happens, it's only accidental, not real. Coincidental it is. And because of accidental, coincidental happening, we think it is real, therefore it should repeat. Like when you say Swamiji Namaste, it is coincidental, it is accidental. It is not reality or all the time, because there is no Swami other than you, there is nobody other than me, you. If I give value to that, then next day I say, why have you not said Swami Namaste? Then 3 times I expect, fourth time it becomes an obstacle for you. Arey Swami ko namaskar karna pad raha hai. You don't come here only, you go from the other way around. This life is so funny when we come to the level of jiva and operate from the level of mana. Pathetic. Remain in Brahmavastu and intellectually be alert. What is required at that moment in minimum words, in the minimum activities, finish it. If the life can be made like that, simpler, easier, we'll never have to suffer in life. We can really laugh without the requirement of any laughing clubs. We can be always in a joyful mood without needing to watch all the comedy scenes or all the such type of things in the world. We'll be ourselves inside happy, blissful. So this is the meaning of yada hi eva eshaha etasmin brahmani abhayam pratishtam vindate ata saha abhayam gataha bhavati. Analysis little more. We'll study every sentence of the Bhashyam. Now Bhagavan continues. What he says, please keep the book in front of you. Ki Swarupa Pratishtaha hi asau yada bhavati. So everyone's Swarupa is Brahman. The Jiva is not reality. Is it not? Everyone, as a man, is a man. He is reality. The husband, brother, or the father, or the friend, They are all not realities, they are conditional expressions. But unfortunately, to those conditional expressions, we give more value and trying to get the happiness from that. Every tamasha we do, but it doesn't work. Therefore, we are again and again miserable. Just now we explained the example. Now, instead of that, yada sarupa pratishtaha hi asau bhavati. When one establishes in one's own sarupa, which is called as Brahman, be careful, be attentive. Then what will happen? Tada, be attentive. Na anyat pashyati, na anyat shrunoti, na anyat vijanat. Because he established himself in Swarupa, that Swarupa is Brahman, Brahman is all pervading. Other than Brahman, there is nothing else. Therefore, na anyat pashyati, na anyat shrunoti, na anyat vijanat. Reversely, when I am not pratishtita in Swarupa, I consider myself as Jiva, as we spoke 12-15 minutes back, then I see the world other than me in front of me. I listen the world other than me in front of me. I imagine or accept the world at the mind intellect level to be existing apart from me. Second point. Third point. कि अन्यस्य हि अन्यथा भयं भवति. There is a fear for one from the other only. Na atmanah eva atmanah bhayam yuktam. Okay, the third point is the fear is there from the other only. And na atmanah eva atmanah bhayam yuktam. You can never establish the fear for the atma from the atma. From one person, for the person, the fear comes from the anatma, anya only. See the whole connection? When right now I am away from Brahman, therefore the Jagat also other than me. Therefore, I look at the Jagat, hear the Jagat, and understand and accept the Jagat as other than me. So long as it continues, there is a fear. When I discover my oneness with the Brahman, which is the substratum of the whole world, therefore there remains nothing as other than me to be seen, to be heard, to be conceptualized. And wherever there is anyata, there is only fear. Wherever there is oneness, there is no fear. अन्यस्य हि अन्यथा भयं भवति न आत्मनः एव आत्मनः भयं युक्तं तस्मात् now our main point is this तस्मात् आत्मा एव आत्मनः अभय कारणम. Therefore the self alone is the cause for fearlessness for me when I identify with that. Self alone is the cause for fearlessness when I identify with that. Who is the cause of my fearlessness? Finally, only self. When is that? When I identify. An example is given. Again of the same Brahmagyanis. Sarvato hi nirbhayaha brahmanaha drishyante. The Brahmanas, the Brahmagyanis find themselves to be fearless wherever they are, in whichever the place, whichever the time, whichever the situation, whoever are there around. Sarvato hi brahmanaha nirbhayaha drishyante. Now, the best example for you and me is that because we have studied the Bhagavad Mahapuranam, that Jada Bharata, not the Bharata who was doing the Upasana. When that Bharata was doing, he had the fear of death, even of the deer. Therefore, he tried to take care of the deer and he got attached. He himself got the deer birth next life. Somehow, because of Guru Ishvara Kripa, he remembered. He allowed the deer life to continue, waited for it to die. Once the deer Sharira he left, he born as a Maha Avadhuta Yogi. That Avadhuta we are talking. Jada Bharata उनको कहते हैं. See, Sarvataha Abhayam Brahmanaha. What is it? Sarvataha hi Nirbhayaha Brahmanaha Dushyante. Satsu Bhayetushu. Though there are the causes of fear all around, yet he was Nirbhaya. The Brahmanas are Nirbhaya. So Sarvataha Brahmanaha Nirbhayaha Drishyante Bhaya Hetushu Satsu. Bhaya Hetushu Satsu means Bhaya ke karan maujud hone ke bawajud bhi. Even though the causes of fear around are there, still the Brahmanas are fearless. So the example of Jadabharata was what? When those dacoits caught hold of him and wanted to give as an offering to Bhadrakali. He said, okay, take me. They fed him so much. They did all alankarana and they were ready to chop his head and offer it to Mother. He had no fear. Where from that fearlessness came to him, that is what is the point said here. The fearlessness came to him because he knew he is not the body. He knew he is not the Jiva. He knew he is Brahman. Brahman cannot be killed, etc. And I am that Brahman. Therefore, because Brahman cannot be killed, etc. And hanyate hanyamane sharire. With that self he is identified. Therefore, he was fearless, even though the body was going to be chopped there as an offering. Imagine the fearlessness in him. और हमको एक उंगली काट के दे लेंगे, there we are afraid because we are identifying with the body, which will be explained in the next whole paragraph. Very beautiful, little heavy it is, a perfect analysis. मजा आएगा उसको ध्यान से सुनने से, engross होकर उसमें उस टॉपिक को we have to listen. So here the main sentence is what? कि यदा 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 स्वरूप प्रतिष्ठा भवति. The sentence started like this. Paragraph started. When I or you have become pratishtita, established in Brahman, Brahman being everything, there is nothing other than Brahman to be seen, heard, or let us say thought of. A knowledge. Jnanam nahi ho sakta. Koi cheez hai other karke. Once we discover Brahman. The two sentences are what? From anyat only the fear comes. From one's own self, fear will not come to oneself. This is one explanation. Keep it in the background. Now he talks about a sentence. What he says, Tasmad Atma eva Atmanaha Bhaya Karanam. Now, who is the cause of fearlessness? The Atma only, because I identify with that, and the Atma being imperishable, untouchable, I am therefore fearless. Now, the example of Brahmana is given here. Brahmanaha sarvataha nirbhayaha drishyante. Brahmana means Brahma Anubhuti, obtained people, Brahma Jnanis. Vaya hetushu satsu, even though the fear causing situations are around. So in those situations, if we are there, we are afraid. In those situations, they are there, they are not afraid. They are in Brahma Anubhuti. Therefore, what must be the cause of fearlessness for them? That Brahma Anubhuti only. Therefore, the Brahman in them is a cause of fearlessness to them. Because they are fearless, and fearless cannot be without a cause. That fearlessness in them is not because of any external cause. Fearlessness is there in them because of the Brahma Anubhuti. Therefore, the conclusion is Brahman is. All the struggle in this paragraph is to establish the astitva of the Brahman, because we are believing in Brahman on the strength of faith. When something is believed on the strength of faith, it is always tentative. As many years you may have the faith, anytime the crack can come, we can give it up. Till the experience comes, what is the strength to hold on to anything in our life? When the knowledge is our, the qualification, it is nothing but the Shraddha. And the Shraddha is as important and powerful to take us toward the Lord. So much it is uncertain that anybody can say anything, that Shraddha can go away. If the moment Shraddha goes, all life's beauty goes away. Togetherness goes away. Is it not? A little crack in Shraddha in the mind of disciple regarding the Guru. Because somebody said, will he come to the class? Will he listen with the same fervor, with the same, the commitment from the Guru? Impossible. Between two friends, little crack of Shraddha comes. Do you think anymore they will mix the eyes with each other? Shake the hands with the same warmth like earlier? Will they hug each other? Never possible. So between wife and husband, little crack in the Shraddha comes. Do you think they can continue with the same loving bond like a pure loving husband and wife? It is impossible. Then for the sake of society, they live together as if they are together. But in the minds of them, she doubts him, he doubts her. Then never ever they can have peace. If at all something is binding the whole world, is because of Shraddha. But problem is what? This Shraddha with the practice, if it is not translated into experience, anytime the Shraddha can break up, then all our sadhana goes away, it dwindles. Therefore, the Shraddha is strongly created in us to pursue the sadhana in the presence of Brahman, because we are at the ignorant level now. The only way is Shraddha. अज्ञानी को एकमात्र आधार है श्रद्धा. श्रद्धा के द्वारा ही वो जो साधना बताया गया, he will go on doing. If the doubt comes about the existence of Brahman, why will he pursue the sadhana? The whole world, why they don't do the spiritual sadhana? Because there is no shraddha about the presence of pure Paramatma. Very tentatively, occasionally, conveniently, once in a while, they believe some Saguna Sakara Paramatma for fulfilling their desires. They go to this temple, they do every day the puja at their home, some pilgrimage, और सब भेड़ बकरी वाला चलता रहता है. That has its own positive effect. That is how people slowly purify, they become subtler, and slowly the real bhaktas, real jignasus, they become. We were all there only some years of hundreds of lives back. Slowly now we are qualified by God Guru Kripa to study the Upanishads, and through that try to understand Brahman again. Till the experience of happens, Brahman is an object believed by us only on the strength of faith. Therefore, a Brahmana, even though the Bhayahetus are there, still he is fearless. And he is in the Brahma Anubhuti. Therefore, what must be the cause of fearlessness for him? The Brahma Anubhuti only. Therefore, Brahman is there or not, Brahman is there. Brahma Astitva Pratipadanam. The Jada Bharata was fearless because in him the Brahma Anubhuti is there. Brahman is what? Whole Shastra's talk. He is neither the killer nor the killed. Killer and killed are imposed on him. है ना. हनन क्रिया का कर्ता भी नहीं है वो, हनन क्रिया का कर्म भी नहीं. कर्म मीन्स द सेकंड केस. See, hanta chet manyate hantum, hataschet manyate hatam. The killer, when he thinks that he is a killer, killed when he thinks that he is killed, he gets killed. Killer when he thinks that he is killer, he kills her. But both of them don't know the fact that the self in us is neither can be the doer of the action of the killing nor the receiver of the action of the killing. Na ayam hanti na hanyate. See, the very subtle things, the inner self in me. The body can be chopped, वो तो ऐसे भी हो जाएगा. Is it not? The self cannot be killed, self cannot be destroyed. Neither it can be the killer nor it can be killed. That's what Arjuna को भगवान शुरू में एक ज्ञान दिया है. The आत्म दृष्टि से देखो, the one Atma is there in them, and you are neither the killer, they are not the killed. First, we establish that knowledge. After that, at the Vyavahara level, at this moment, the war has come in front, you are in the opposite directions, both of you. Therefore, inevitably you have to fight the war. It is Vyavaharik. In the Vyavahara, you will kill only the bodies, not the Atma. That is why he said, you were there, they were there, I was there in the past, you are there now, I am there now, they are there now. In the future also, they will be there. Oh. There's no time where they are not there, you are not there, I am not there. That's the first stroke of Krishna and 12th stroke of second chapter. Natvevaham jatunasam natvam neme janadipaha nachaiva na bhavishyamaha sarve vayam atah param. Then achedhyuya madahyoyam. Then hantaschet manyate hatam ataschet manyate hatam. Na? Antyashchet manyate hantum ataschet vautavana vijanitaha nayam hantina hanyate. Now these are all very sublime knowledge of the Brahma Tattva. Very essential. Unless that knowledge is deeply gained, we will never have the Brahman as the goal. We will never pursue this Adhyatmic sadhana. Without this knowledge, any other sadhana we do, without this sadhana, and anything we get, still our limitation, the Jiva Bhava, the Samsara, will never go away. Let us be very, very clear in these talks. Last 5-6 days, next 10-12 days, whatever we study, ये हमारे जीवन का सबसे मुख्य पड़ाव है जहां हमको भगवान ऐसा वाला ज्ञान दे रहे हैं जिसका बहुत आवश्यक है. All the 3 classes, the above 2 classes, Ramayana will continue giving Brahma Jnana, but in Bhagavatam it is over. I don't know whether again Sutta Samvad में, Sutta Shavanak में आएगा कि नहीं. But last 1 year almost, the entire 11th skandha, more than 1 year, we have done 560 days for that one skandha. We were all given this knowledge. Therefore, Brahma asti, Brahma eva asti, sarvavyapakaha, tad Brahma jnana eva jiva dehadi bandha karana, bandha se moksha gayitu hai. And that Brahma Swarupa we have to discover in our own heart. Unfortunately, there are Brahman being so subtler, so beyond, it doesn't come in Vyavahara, and it has no Vishesha to identify with outside. If this one thing we can become stronger in, one is Brahma hai, unke prapti mein moksha hai. It is inside my heart. Second is that Brahma, because of Nirvishesha, Nirvyavahara, he cannot be through the Upadhis caught. Therefore, drop trying to catch him through Upadhis, be one with him by transcending the Upadhi. If this much we are convinced about and try to do that, though it is a vagueness, it is depending on Shraddha, because you have not seen Brahman, yet it is a correct understanding, it is a correct sadhana, and the life is the correctly being fulfilled. the correct mission we are having in our life. On the other hand, सारा जगत दिख रहा है, ऐसे करके सत्य मानकर उसके पीछे भागते रहेंगे तो दिख रहा है सत्य करके, लेकिन सत्य नहीं है. Therefore, our sukha will be asatya, dukha will be satya. This maturity is called Vedantic understanding, which is the outcome of many lives of Shravanam, Mananam, many lives of Guru and Bhagavad Upasana, many lives of living life of Dharma, many lives of not troubling anyone, serving others with values, etc. Is it not? So, how many lives might have gone through in all this gamut, and that in this life, Bhagavan is giving us this sublime, beautiful knowledge which is not possible for the ordinary samsarins. They are afraid of this knowledge. They are there when these things are told, they will shake their head. ये क्या हो रहा है, क्या बता रहे हैं, हमको इसमें एक शब्द भी समझ में नहीं आ रहा. And talk to them about the खाना पीना सोना रोना देखना, they get मजा मौजी in that. Today Sunday, how we have to enjoy, they are busy in that. But tell about all this, impossible. If you and I are getting the opportunity to listen, having the Shraddha to listen, and little ability to little understand, is it not the Ishvara Guru Kripa? Is it not our own genuine efforts? Should we not continue efforts? Should we not invoke the grace of Ishvara and Guru to give us more powers to have the more deeper understanding conviction? Should we not truly start living that life of spirituality? And how can we afford to waste our this life? In this very life only, we have to experience that truth. All these are not said in the Bhashyam or the mantra. We are just saying, having listened these things, as a consequence, this type of vicharana, vritti should happen in us. If that doesn't happen, sote sote sunenge, sunkar bhi soyenge. Always a sleeping intellect. Only in the मूढ़ भूमि का. इस गधा बेवकूफ बुद्धि को सोने से उठाने के लिए हमको इतने जिंदगियां लग रहे. Even now we are in the sleeping mode only. The computer को sleeping mode में लगाते हैं ना, बुद्धि को सिर्फ इसलिए लये संबोधे चित्तम. You studied in that मांडुक्य उपनिषद कारिका. विक्षिप्तम शमयत पुनः सकषायम विजानीयात समम प्राप्तम न चालयेत. चित्त को लय होते रहता है. It always wants to sleep by idea the body etc. उसको awaken करते रहना है, सोने नहीं देना. Through your japa, through your continuous thinking about the God or thinking about the Shastra, उसको पहले जागृत करो, सोने मत दो. फिर agitations होते हैं उसमें, उसको quieten करो by doing what is said in the yoga sadhana, by all parikarmas. Then direct it either through yoga marga or through the bhakti marga or through the Vedanta marga towards the truth. This is what we are here as human beings. But like buffalo, why we say again and again buffalo and all? Because it grazes the grass, any work given it does little bit. After that, only sleeping all day. We also, our mind is in sleeping mode. Our buddhi is sleeping mode. It wakes up only for our daily routine. उठना, दांत मांजना, चाय कॉफी पीना, नाश्ता करना. Only for that the mind, buddhi is awake, and after that is sleeping only. It is not thinking we are human beings, what is the purpose of our life, how to achieve that. To all this sublime knowledge, it is sleepy. It is sleeping. It is, this knowledge is alien to it. That is the meaning of, as a human we are born, yet living life at the pashu level. Pashyati eva na vicharanam karoti. Whatever he sees, he indulges in that. Whatever he feels in the mind, he indulges in that. What is the reality? Where we have to reach out to, about this they never do. Means what? The buddhi nidra avastha. That's called as the muda bhumika. Even little woken up, but kshipta. It is only into the worldliness more. Try to pull it to the spirituality. Once in a while it comes to the class, again runs away. That's called vikshipta. Then we have to bring it to awakened. Bringing the chitta to the awakened is the fourth stage, please. To that waking plane or the ekagra bhumi is fourth stage. निद्रा से उठाना, फिर क्षिप्त से बचाना, फिर विक्षिप्त से बचाना, तब जाकर एंड उसको मेंटेन करना. देन यू टेक इट टू समापत्ति स्थिति. दैट्स कॉल्ड समाधि. वी आर स्टडीइंग इन our yoga darshanam, that one, by the way. Now here he says, tasmat atma eva atmanah abhaya karanam. Okay, example, sarvatah hi nirbhayah brahmanah tushyante satsu bhayahetushu. All the causes of fear are there, yet the Brahmanas are never having fear. Why? Because they have experienced Brahman. Therefore, what is the hetu of the Bhayarahityam? The Parabrahma only. Therefore, tacha ayuktam asati bhayatrane brahmani. The fearlessness cannot be there if the Brahman, who is the remover of the fear, is not there. सो भयत्राणे ब्रह्मणे असत्सु तत् न युक्तम. भय रिमूव करने वाला ब्रह्म नहीं है तो ये भय नहीं रहे ना, उनके लिए संभव नहीं हो सकता. तस्मात् कंक्लूजन देयरफॉर तस्मात् तेषाम अभय दर्शनात्, because we see the fearlessness in them and they are experiencing the fearlessness. So asti, what is there? Tat abhaya karanam, the cause of that fearlessness. Who is that? Brahma iti. Therefore the cause of fearlessness in them is Brahman, thus Brahman is existing. That is a conclusion. सो ब्रह्म अस्तित्व प्रतिपादन भय राहित्य के द्वारा निर्भयता के द्वारा यहाँ निरूपित किया गया. Then now comes the next paragraph wherein bhaya karana, existing the fear is existing. The fearlessness also caused because of the Brahman. Now the next para's struggle is what? The fear wherever is there, that also is because of Brahman. Therefore the fear also indicates the existence of Brahman. Therefore what was said in the beginning of this paragraph, that bhaya heto ho vidvad avidisho ho astitvad brahma asti. विद्वान को अभय का कारण बनने के कारण, अविद्वान को भय का कारण बनने के कारण ब्रह्म अस्ति है. For a knowledgeable person there is no fear, for an ignorant person there is a fear. For both of them the cause of fearlessness and fear is Brahman. Therefore ब्रह्म अस्ति, परमात्मा है. देखो बुद्धि में जितना इसको आप घुसाएंगे ना ब्रह्मन अस्ति, because it is not seeable by any upadhis. It is not seen as any other object in the world. कितना भी ढूंढो outside, even a ब्रह्मानुभूत व्यक्ति cannot bring and show it to us. अब देखो then how to believe in that thing? Is it? It's a very very tough thing, is it not? It's a very hardest job for a human being is this, to believe that which is never ever being available to any of the upadhis comprehension. But there's no other way. And that is why Bhagavan in some places he praises the Jnani. Okay, artho jignasu artharthi jnani udara sarve eva yete jnani tu atma eva iti matam astista sayutatma mame manuttaman gatim. Then he also says ki priyo hi jnaninah atyartam aham sacham apriya. This is one thing he says. That 7th chapter. But what he says in 12th chapter is much more beautiful than this. In the 12th chapter, last shloka, Bhagavan says, ये तु धर्म्यामृतम इदम यथोक्तम पर्युपासते श्रद्धानाः मत्परमाः भक्ताः ते अतीव मे प्रियाः. Try to listen this 2 minutes. Bhagavan says, ये तु, whoever they may be, धर्म्यामृतम idam, this dharma amrita which I gave, what is that? Adveshta sarvabhutanam maitraha karuna evacha. All these things. Yathauktam paryupasate. As it is said when they practice it. And what is the reason for them to practice? Only one thing, Shraddha Dana. What is Shraddha? When you practice these values, you will become purified. When you become purified, there is a chance for you to become devotee. When you become devotee, then you will do the devotion. When you do the devotion, then Bhagavan will give darshanam. ये बहुत दूर की बात है. They don't have even an iota of a darshana of me, experience of me. I am very far away. But still, those who are doing these practices just only on the strength of faith, because they don't have any experience. And the impossible thing, most difficult thing in the life is to have Shraddha in something which is not known. And these people have the Shraddha, and with the Shraddha, when they are doing this, I am touched by them. Therefore, more than the Jnanis, these people are more dear to me. Therefore, te me ativa priyaha. ज्ञानी नहीं है, ज्ञानी प्रिय है, बट श्रद्धालु ज्ञानी से ज्यादा प्रिय है भगवान के लिए, बिकॉज ज्ञानी को तो भगवान दिख चुके हैं. Therefore there is nothing great about it. But this Ajnani was not seen God. Just on the strength of faith is believing and doing these sadhanas. Bhagavan says, you are more dear to me because you are struggling and you are using that very powerful faculty called Shraddha, without which you can never be with me. देखो, why a guru holds on to disciple? Because of the knowledge, not ignorance. Therefore, guru doesn't need Shraddha on the disciple. Guru expects Shraddha from the guru, disciple to do sadhana, etc. But the disciple goes to the guru for what reason? With Shraddha. And as long as Shraddha is there, so long he sticks. He results the lectures. He gives value. He does the sadhana, upasana. The moment Shraddha cracks, he goes away. That we already discussed 20 minutes back. But why the Guru loves the disciple? Because this disciple, though ignorant, is coming to me on the strength of faith. Therefore, I must hold on to him, encash his Shraddha, and guide him toward the truth. The most difficult thing is to have Shraddha in someone and to have Shraddha in the Guru. That also, that Guru teaches, that Paramatma, again, which we have to believe only on the strength of faith. If he has come to me, he must be taken care. That is why the disciple also loves the Guru, also expresses his love toward the disciple by taking care of him fully. So ये भगवान और गुरु दोनों श्रद्धालुओं के प्रति अतीव प्रेम रखते हैं. Shraddha. So here what is the Shraddha discussion here? Brahma asti iti Shraddha. बिकॉज अनुभूति के बाद ही ब्रह्म का अनुभूति होता है. अनुभूति तक श्रद्धा ही एक मात्र सोर्स है. So throughout this Anuvakam, the Shraddha in the existence of Brahman is being strengthened in us. And it is a continuous thing to be given. Like every 1, 2, 3 meters the car moves, it is consuming the petrol. Then once the tank is over, you have to fill it. Otherwise, 1 meter भी वो आगे नहीं बढ़ेगा. सो टू ये साधक को श्रद्धा होने के कारण ही आगे चलती है गाड़ी साधना वाली. जहां भी कमी होती है श्रद्धा की, फिर से भरते रहना पड़ेगा. कंटिन्यूअस tank filling up of the Shraddha is the only fuel for keeping us on the path. The moment little goes away the Shraddha, we leave the class, we leave the Guru, we leave the path, we leave the study, we leave the sadhana, we leave the nobility, we go back to the ruts in a second's time. One may be listening to the Guru for 10 years, 20, 30, 40, 50, yet before the experience, if he gives chance a little bit also for the breakage of Shraddha, that is enough for that person to collapse totally in that path. Don't you see so many people? I can see in your own class about some people. What happened to them, we don't know, but we know one thing happened, that they lost Shraddha. That is enough, then they can't come back now. Ho gaya was generally. And you people are still coming, was Shraddha is intact. If yours also goes away, then you just will find someone or somewhere you go. You will not be here. Ativa me priya. They are exceedingly dear to me because they don't know, yet they have faith and doing what is said. Beautiful it is. Gita 12th chapter, last slok is very powerful. Now, next topic discussion is what? Even for the bhaya, the karana is Brahma. Therefore, Brahman asti. For the nirbhayata of the jnanis, Brahman is karanam. Therefore, because of the nirbhayata in them, the Brahma astitva is established. परमात्मा है, ये साबित हो गया. Now here, kada asau abhayangata bhavati sadakaha. When the sadhaka becomes fearless, कि यदा न अन्यत् पश्यति आत्मनि च अंतरम भेदम न कुरुते तदा अभयं गता भवति इति अभिप्रायः. He is just summarizing it. What exactly the meaning of attaining to be fearless? See, the sentence is what? Yada hi esha etasmin brahmani abhayam pratistam vindate ata tasya bhayam gatah bhavati. Right? Ata saha abhayam gatah bhavati. Then he becomes fearless. That is what he said. That is what is being explained. Summary keh rahe hain. Kada aso abhayam gatah bhavati sadhakaha. When once for all the total bhaya goes away and fearless the sadhaka becomes. Question. Answer is what? Yada, when. Na anyat pashyati atmanicha. Yada na anyat pashyati atmanicha antaram bhedam na kurute. Tada abhayam gata bhavati iti abhiprayah. The two things, very crucial. When he looks at the world, he is not seeing the world as other than him. Na anyat pashyati. Second is what? Ki atmanicha antaram bhedam na kurute. The inner side, when he is not seeing any bheda with his own essential inner self. Inner essential self से भेद नहीं रखना, बाहर के जगत को अलग नहीं मानना. When these two things are done, he is fearless. Both the things he said. Yada na anyat pashyati, when Other things, though his indriyas are presenting to him the whole world of Nama Rupa, but they are none other than the Brahman. I am the Brahman, therefore they are not other than me. If in this situation he is there, Anyat na pashyati. With the world, though he is seeing the world, he is not cheated by the upadhis which differentiate and show the world to be other than us. But he is believing in the knowledge of the Brahman. The Brahman is the substratum of everything. He also the same Brahman, therefore he alone is everything. The Anyat pashyati. Example I don't want to give, the train example, the party example. The moment the person who is not your friend comes, immediately the fear comes, doubt comes in all. Till that time, 20 of them, maja kar rahe, enjoy kar rahe, because they are 10 in number, 20 in number. There is no anyatva in them, there is oneness. There is no fear among them. The moment the 21st person comes, maybe of other party, immediately anyat. Is it not? One particular political party's meeting is going on. All are one. Same party. They discuss, they talk, they laugh, enjoy. Suddenly, दूसरा party का आ गया. Immediately they have that anyata. Seen the bhayam. Why did this fellow come? Will he take our secrets and share their anyata होते हैं. You know, they add nowadays in that cricket premier, whatever in that. One jersey, the whole team. They are enjoying, laughing, एक दूसरे का पाँव खींच रहे थे. Suddenly, two fellows entered with other dress. Everybody looking at them with all the anger. Then these fellows look at the jersey there. Then they have the cell phone to pay. They pay it immediately. They wear it there one now. Then everybody is a party. Good ad it is. Intelligent. Advaita Jnana ke liye badhiya hai. They were also having fear with them. And they also had fear with all of them. Because of difference in jersey. Immediately same jersey wore means same team. Therefore Anyat is gone. Therefore the ज्ञान में एकत्व को लाकर सारे जगत को मैं ही हूं ऐसा जो देखेगा. So to inside, no more he is a jiva with his upadhi, but he is one with the Brahman when he discovers. So Brahma se ekata, jagat se ekata. When he finds it, there is no fear. Conversely, when he is maintaining difference from the Brahman and maintaining distance from the world, then he will be frightened both with Bhagavan, both with the world also. Then he can never be with fear, happier, comfortable in life at all. So kada aso abhayangata bhavati sadhakaha yada na anyat pashyati. So to atmanicha antaram means vedam na kurite. Tada abhayangata bhavati iti abhiprayaha. This is the meaning of the entire sloka. Therefore, reject your own upadhis and the whole world, or accept everyone as our own self. If that is not done, the separation is maintained. That is different, I am different. Both are existing, but we are separate. Then there is a bhaya from each other to the other. So here also, with the Brahman also, when we maintain distance, from that Brahman only will get the fear, that will be told. Vidwan ka example de diye. Vidwan is put in all conditions of fear in which we are frightened. But he has no fear. But he is a Brahmagnani. Therefore, what must be hetu for his fearlessness? What is existing there? That is Brahman. Therefore, Brahman is nirbhaya hetu. Therefore, Brahman asti. That is proved. Now, the Brahman asti is proved by seeing the bhaya in the avidvan also. That will be our next paragraph. Because in the main mantra, yada hi eva yasha etasmin adrushya atma nirukta nilne abhayam pratishtam vindate ata saha abhayam gato bhavati. ये एक portion हो गया. But second one also, यदा हि एव एष एतस्मिन् उत् अरमन्तरं कुरुते अत तस्य भयं भवति तत्तु एव भयं विदुषा मन्वानस्य. So these two sentences have to be explained of the main mantra. So now Bhagavan taking up that portion after summarizing the first portion of the topic wherein fearlessness in the Brahmanasas because of the Brahman there. Therefore Brahman asti Brahma prapti eva nirbhaya karanam bhairahita karanam. And from that Brahma Drishti, when you see the world also is the same self or reality. Therefore, there is no anyatva with the Jagat. No anyata with the Jagat, ekata with the Brahma. When this is called. Antaram nahi karna idhar, और वहाँ क्या कहते हैं अन्यत्व नहीं करना, अन्यता. Sense of separateness with the Brahman, sense of otherness with the world. Word is same only. When we discover, there is no fear. And as long as Upaditadatma is there, you cannot avoid the differences. And with that drishti, we can never have fearlessness. Nirupadika Brahma being one without second, when we identify with that, there is no fear. Like when on the globe, everyone accepts them as human beings, Then only from that standpoint, the common thing, human being, we are all, there is no fear. But any of the reasons we establish or promote by which the differences are created, geographically, continental or national, any of the differences, color wise, intelligence wise, achievements wise, लैंग्वेज वाइज और रिलीजन वाइज किसी भी दृष्टि से हम भेद उत्पन्न करते हैं तो भय आ जाता है. That is how we are all struck with fear with each other. The whole loka is bhayam, bhayam, bhayam because of differences with each other. So if at all we have to be free from dukkha, we have to be free from fear. If we have to be free from fear, we have to be free from the cause of fear called as sense of difference or otherness. And that can go when we discover ourselves to be a common substratum. And only Brahma Vastu is there from which standpoint the oneness can be established, not from any other standpoint. क्योंकि ब्रह्म एक है वो वस्तु है सर्वव्यापक समरूप में. It is all pervading and equally. Therefore, from that standpoint only oneness can be established. From other standpoints, oneness can be temporarily accepted and maintained for the sake of transaction. But that is always doubtful. ब्रह्म दृष्टि से कोई भी अलग नहीं हो सकते. ब्रह्म दृष्टि को छोड़कर दूसरे कोई भी दृष्टि से कोई भी एक हो नहीं सकते. तो सिर्फ ब्रह्म दृष्टि से ही अभयता होएगा. एनी अदर दृष्टि भय रहेगा. भय itself is संसार. So here we'll be talking about next topic. Yada punaha avidyavasthayam hi yasmad esha avidyavan avidya pratyupastapitam. Vastu taimirika dvitiya chandravat pashyati atmani cha etasmin brahmani tad ut api aram alpamapi antarang chidram veda darshanam gurute veda darshanam eva hi bhaya karanam alpamapi vedam pashyati iti arthaha अतः तस्मात् भेद दर्शनात् हेतोः अस्य भेद दर्शनः आत्मनः भयं भवति तस्मात् आत्मा एव आत्मनः भय कारणम् अविदुषः. This is a huge beautiful paragraph and the long time taken, detailed explanation given, lot of discussion done is giving our intellect for deeper analysis and understanding, because this is the crucial topics of entire spirituality and आध्यात्मिक साधना का crux है यहाँ. So Jnani everywhere he sees Brahman, therefore he is not afraid. Because he is not afraid, they are also not afraid. Therefore, even the cruel animals also kind with him, mutual inimical things also are friendly with him. When Shukadevji like great Samadarshins move in this world. In the latest time, 100-200 years back, that great Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he used to walk, because he is established in that oneness, Abhay Pratishtham in the Temayogi. Therefore, all the tigers and deers and snakes and mongoose, they say that they used to follow him or stay in the ashram wherever without fighting with each other. Because he is established in. That will come in Yoga Darshanam in one of the sutras. Ahimsa Pratishtayam Tat Sannidho Vairatyagaha Satya Pratishtayam. That will all come in the Vibhuti Pada. We will see that. So tomorrow when we come, we will see the second topic of this particular topic. First we have seen that the Abhayata in the Vijnana Jnani is because of Brahman, therefore Brahman asti. Now for the Avidwan also there is Bhaya, and Bhaya Karam also is Brahman in him, therefore the Brahman asti. That will be proved. Then comes the huge topic of the next 8th Anuvakam. Bhishasmadvata pavate bhishodeti suryaha. These are all the quotation from Rigveda mantra for the substantiation of what we are studying now from the Yajurveda. That भया भय हेतु के कारण में ब्रह्म है ऐसे हम साबित कर सकते हैं. So because of the Ananda, there is Brahman. Because of Trupti, there is Brahman. Because of Rasa, there is Brahma Astitva. Because of the Sukrutatva, there is Brahman Asti. So everything is proving the existence of Brahman. This Upanishads is that way guiding us. But still, the Brahman is not an object of perception. He is Vishesha Rahita, he is Vyavahara Rahita. That problem will eternally continue. We also, when we do the give up Vyavahara and give up the Vishesha Upadhi, we discover him. But once we discover, the Moksha Rupi Nirbhayata will come to us, which is very, very covetable thing. Thank you. Om, 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 Om. Om, 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 Om. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Guru Bhyo Paramarshibhyo Parabrahmane Shrutimatre Namam Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. The Jiva Bhava in us, when it discovers its oneness with Brahman and detaches the identity with the Upadhi, thus finds that Brahman alone is everywhere. At that time only, from this Hridaya, Bhaya goes once for all. That is what is to be discovered. Same time, when I look at the Upadhi, identify with them, Upadhi being perishable, there is a fear to me with myself. When I look at other selves other than me, then because of Raga Dvesha, we then may get Sukha or Dukkha, we don't know, therefore we get fear from the others also. Therefore, discover that one Brahma Tattva in us, not I am Jiva, then within me also there is no fear to me, there is no fear to me from the God, there is no fear to me from the world also. Think about it. Om.